in Sheffield, Iowa to visit Amy Heitland, where she boards, trains, and sells horses at her self-made business, Westfork Ranch. Hello, how are you? Oh, look at your little pup there. Amy grew up riding horses, and that love has carried through her life. As she put it, she does all things horse. If she's not working, she's riding.
Ever since I can remember, I've been riding ponies, horses, every day, all day. In fact, I remember my brother saying, Amy, you've got to let your horse have a break. It's probably getting hungry, because I would ride so much. We try to focus on quality over quantity. So if you walk into our barn and want to call and are looking for an old horse that barely walks and won't make it, that's probably not what we have. But we normally have, well, something that will make a reining horse, a cutting horse, a cow horse, a pleasure horse, a barrel prospect. That's what we carry, that's what we offer. We try to focus again on quality instead of quantity. I usually start with watering and graining the horses, and then I start on cleaning my stalls. And I have 2 other girls that help me with stalls. I do 10 of them a day, and then at that point, once chores get done and the horses eat for a few minutes, the boys will start riding. I usually get to do the washing, and I usually get to put them away. I do the videos, I do the advertising on our website, on Facebook, and then I ride as well.
First off, she's by far the hardest working woman I've ever met. We're together 24/7. And sometimes that's hard, don't get me wrong. We have some good old arguments. I think anybody together 24/7 is gonna happen. But it usually we'll have a few words and then we'll look at each other and start laughing usually. So it's pretty funny. Everything we do, every fun thing we do is horse related. It's ever part of our life.
We work as a team. It's a team effort around here. It's a very busy place. Tons of traffic coming in and out. Everything we do is 24/7. We never have any time off, ever.
Yeah.
My kids, they're both involved in the horses. My fiance is, and it's just
your life.
It is our life. We enjoy it. We would want nothing different.
You know, Mom's a great businesswoman. She's a good talker. She's good with people. She knows what people want. She can read people. And watching her do that over the years has just tried to teach me how to do it. You know, I've tried to learn how to do it. And I hopefully I can be as good as her one day.
Derek, he loves the show horses. He loves the reiners. He's been so successful. My goal in the future is to have both of my boys working at home, and to keep continuing to build and expand our place so we're all under one roof, and their families are with us too, and just to make it bigger and bigger and bigger every year. Where's your hand go again? Thank you. Where's your chin? Thank you. Kinsley has always been one of those little girls that just had that little fear of being with a horse, being near a horse. And one day I was out riding and she got on a rodeo with me. And she just, from that day on, she just took some sort of bond. And he's such a kind-hearted horse. She'll go get him out of her stall. She'll just go a ride. She's been practicing. She listens. And I think it's helped her a lot as just an individual, not necessarily as even her riding skills, just as being an individual and being able to listen and being able to, because every time you tell her, sit up, she sits right up. You tell her to put your chin up, she puts her chin up. So I think it just has a lot to do with being a good kid with good mannerisms. Very nice. You look beautiful.
Westfork Ranch was built despite some hardships. Amy and her then fiance Tom were saving only to build this horse barn of their dreams. The day after they saved up enough money and signed off on the plans to build the new facility, the unthinkable happened.
So we met up with the contractor, and Tom, my fiance at the time, had been having some terrible headaches. So we ended up going to the doctor and finding out that he was diagnosed with a terminal brain tumor. So the next day, after we find out that it was terminal, the contractor shows up at the place and says, Amy, I need all those receipts for that metal that you have. We're going to get that barn under works. And I said, oh, we just had a bit of bad luck. I don't think we're going to put this barn up. He said, no, Tom called me and we're going to put this barn up and it's going to be 40 feet longer. So We put the barn up, and 2 days before Tom passed away, we did the walkthrough of the barn, and then the 2 days before his first year anniversary of him being gone, we put our first set of horses in the barn. So that will be 4.5 years. It'll be 5 years in February that our first set of horses have been in this barn. And I'm the kind of person that if somebody says, you can't do it, that just makes me want to do it again. So then I would take a 2-year-old that they said would never make it to the show pen, and I would go ride that horse and make sure that I would go show it until it was a show horse. And so I showed horses all through junior high, throughout high school. This is my colt, Hurley. He's a 2-year-old I show in the Western Pleasure. We'll show a lot of Iowa shows, some Minnesota shows. Last weekend we showed him in Des Moines at the Iowa Paint Horse Breeders' Fraternity. And our next school with him will be the Paint World in the fall, so later in the couple of months.
I hope you loved that story as much as I did. Be sure to hit subscribe and turn on notifications. We'll be back next week with another FarmHer story.